Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to another game of Legend TD on FBG. I have LOD, it's a bit of a trap, but it is LOD, so we're going to play it, and they're going to send warriors. And if they don't send warriors, am I just re-rolling early? Or am I doing something a bit weird? Somehow. Like LOD clock? Or just bank 2 and get a druid? Ping him if he doesn't load, because it would suck for him to forget. Alright, 3-0 mouth, double cannon lines. Ping him at, what, 15 seconds? Okay, Green's got it. On your Green. And that's really good though. Shows he's like moving his camera off his own lane, which is honestly important in this game. What the hell? This isn't the plan. You're the boss, bro. Okay. He said it, someone else said yes. I want gold because that lets me get 3-0 clockwork on 3 if that's what I'm doing. I think what I am doing though is dropping and re-rolling, because nothing else in this roll except for Ascendant makes sense. Ooh, now that's interesting. As you say, that's Time Stealer, and that's something we can work with. Requires risking here, but team is quite weak on 3. Team is not great on 2 either, so I wish I could cover both comfortably, but roll isn't particularly capable of that without 1-0. 1-0 is a bit ugly. I guess it was if I get the clock, but I really don't want the clock. Okay, nice. Just get away with it. How easy is that? So yeah, plan is basically like Time Stealer 3, 5, 6, and 7. 80s on 10. Upgrade a Warlock on 10. 50 reroll mid-game. Sounds a lot like what I'm doing. Okay. A lot of the time I put the Time Stealer here, but I'm going to try putting it... Not quite. I'm going to try putting it here. Quite a bit further back than I typically do it. I think this will be a little bit worse on every level until 10. I should say, I think it will be worse until this is the Hades. I think. But I'm going to try it. So the theory is LOD summons Infernal, which is tanky and goes in front. Time Stealer here shares with Infernal. Hades summons Diabolic, which is ranged. Diabolic summons Imps, which go in front. And I don't really want the Time Stealer sprinting in front to go after the Imps. Anyway, just a nice, comfortable 3-1. They did do a militia, so semi-expecting a send at some point. See, this looks like I'm a little bit short on gold for Time Stealer on for 4-1 and Time Stealer on 5. But the issue with going 4-1 is that how do I get my Time Stealer 6 and 7? I then require feed. So I either have to ask my team to leak to no send, which is like probably not what they really want to do, especially considering all of them have rolls that are at least decent. And then it's just really risky, because sometimes I, you know, fuck over my own build for no good reason. Well, for a Wisp. A Wisp is not a bad reason, I suppose, but it is only one Wisp. No one liking here? Yep. Good. Good. I don't really want them to see Blood TS. I suppose my TS died here, so it would have been alright, but I mean, I'm very happy if they send 5 or 6, especially 6. It's very, like, classic Malf build. Although with Witchdock you can get away with 5 Malfs on Witchdock for 5-6. It's pretty strong, 575 will do ya. Interesting mix with Slaving Cannon. I've seen it once or twice, and I'm not sure why it makes sense. Anyway, good for me. Blood Orc Ferb, so not a huge send. That was in front, which is perfect. Blood Orc is blocked, which is extremely good. It's quite lucky, actually. And my Blood Orc, that was its first attack just when it got around in there. It is gonna snipe one of my Time Stealers, but that's alright. I'm still going mid. Alright. Not a crazy mid, but relatively happy. So Stomp I get to push a bit. And the thing is, I can go for Hades now. Maybe I should go for Hades on 7 now. Yeah, maybe I'll just go for a Hades. It's weaker on 7, but it sets me up a bit better for 10. Actually, does it? Do I want up Time Stealer? No, I still need unupgraded Time Stealers, right? Because they're my main damage dealer for 10. I should just stick to the Time Stealer build then. I can do it with 5-1. So yeah, Warlocks aren't damage dealer. We'll just go ahead and take the feed on 7 with 4 Time Stealer build. I do like up Time Stealer for 10, but it sacrifices damage for, you know, the debuff and the durability, so it's definitely solid. But I don't think it's what my lane needs. I don't think so. You can definitely stay and go up a Dark Prey 7 if he wants. It's definitely not that bad. I don't think it's that great, but it's definitely not bad. Just 6-2. Six 2, 7-2, no diff. Kills a decent amount, sets him up for 10. It actually makes more sense because they sent 5. This is actually going to do like a relevant, you know, kill a relevant amount of creeps. Like enough to justify losing push for it. Maybe I shouldn't have showed that I built a third time Stilla here. Magna, Sniper, and Slave Monk. Okay. Bloodwalks are good, but just need to full send, which is what we're doing, so pretty good for us. That's a zombie? That's Magna Zombie. I'm surprised he has a zombie in that role. Maybe he started with it, that's why. Better for 7 because damage share, potentially better for 10 because focus damage. Now let's try it. And they can send if they want. Like, the thing is, realistically, I can build like this even though I believe it is worse on 7. Because I don't think they can send enough on 7 to break me with this build anyway. Lol. This is generally, like, relatively strong on 7. What did that do? I don't know. Didn't watch Grand Slam. I'm sure it was fine. Nice, he got a 7-4. I guess he's happy about that. They're like 60 creeps. Immolation, so that's why they sent something, but honestly, that punishes them more than us. So we already have attack, and HP is full. I shouldn't say like the immolation punishes them more than us, but the level 7 is still good for us. So we're only losing 1 heal even with their sweet FA HP. Full skip. They sent bro. It was just you and your dino. Let's say that's what I was going for. I actually thought they both had like at least for +1. What do they have? Verb only. Spirit Hermit. Okay. Yeah, it's like 2 people sent. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on 7-2. He's gonna leak here. Probably not, to be honest. Leaking, honestly, a lot less than I thought he would. Pardon. Kill that with the spell. Nice. Damn, I get a lot of fade. Might just do 1-1 for me. Because we're gonna want Wolf. A lock. Wolf is very good. Sorry, that's my Discord. I'll mute that real quick. 1 second. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna grab a Hades. Then we'll see what else I can afford. If I can upgrade a time meter, I would like to do that. Those are the lanes. Wolf seems OP. Well, that's the question, isn't it? Wolf Warlock is pretty good. Spawn Wolf. Panda Wolf. It's not Bandit. I think Lock is fine, and I think Panda is fine. I think Spawn is like okay, but kind of expensive. It can also just be Wolf Mouse. Can you send Gargoyle on 10? Okay, it's like not the worst time for Garg, but the issue is like you just don't need damage dealers on 10, you need enablers. So all the sends on 10 are there to enable something else. What do you want? Lock. Yeah, all the sends on 10 are enablers. And what that sort of means is the bosses are the main focus of the boss level, so I guess it's like well designed in that sense. But all the sends are just there to enable the bosses. Ass is there to tank hits for the bosses. The bows are there to drag the melee units to the bows, therefore tanking hits for the bosses. Alright, since we'd have to skip blocker, we're not going to do that. Am I just grabbing another Time Stealer? I'm not in love with 5th Time Stealer. Let's do this instead.
Job done. Ready to work.
Mass tanks it for the bosses, Pudge gives the boss lifesteal, and tanks the ranged units very efficiently. Wolf debuffs melee units, debuffs all units, but like generally best at debuffing melee. Spawn and Bandit clear like small spam units. Warlock reduces the armor of big, like single big units. So that's why all of these units get sent on 10. They all do something to help the bosses. Gargoyle and Nerubian don't help the bosses, they just do damage. That's just not the most important thing on 10. Anyway, pretty solid focus. Lose my time stealers, but I go mid, and I have enough for 7-4, so I'm relatively content with that. Did solid, good damage, killed the boss. So we're in an okay spot here. We need to up king, but it's not too bad. I shouldn't have to do any ups. Should be able to bank, be proud of my 64 income. No mid? No mid is beautiful. Yeah, that wolf. I think that wolf was pretty good. They also just weren't overly strong. Nice, I kill all the, like, spam, kill the bandits, because that's money for me, so I'm happy about it. It was close to mid, was that deal? Yeah, it was the stronger line for sure. Is this one heal at the moment? I think it's one heal at the moment, so I can probably just chill. It's -2 or 3. That's -3 or 4. So we'll see if they die here. Because they lost 1 heal on 7. Absolutely. I'm just not sure if they lost 2. Is heal safe? Yep. Okay, time to reroll. I want nothing more from this roll. Honestly, this may look like shit, and it kinda is shit, but we'll make do.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Direct me.
Enlighten me. For my brothers.
Research
No one
complete.
shall be the
Upgrade
wiser.
complete.
Summoned outward. I bid you.
Job's done.
I just need to build verse 14. It's fucking contagious. The overbuild is contagious. Alright, happy arena win.
I am prepared.
This game isn't actually over. Because it's not the easiest thing in the world to kill them.
I wish only to serve.
I am prepared. I bid you.
But yeah, I'm more or less certain that they're going to look for 14. I mean, they are going to look for 14. So we probably just have to send there as well. Unless you try and undercut 13, but that doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
Out with it.
They're not going to 15 with 2 less heals and stomp. Yep, totally down to race 14. Undercut 13 probably doesn't work. Magna, TOT, both with like decent units, 13. Potential for upgraded flame beard with cannons, and then potential for full build with elite archers. 13 is like... 13 seems really scary.
Enlighten me. Enlighten me. Out.
I think just 14 is better.
My bidding. I am prepared.
Alright, we'll get the Pirate of Truth. And then I won't show what I'm building this level. They're not going to 12.
Complete.
It's not impossible, they 12.
No one shall be the wiser. Enlighten me. Out. That's a given.
I think it's War Chief over
Job's done.
Brain Main. Think so. Bit awkward with because they got 150 range. Thought they had 180. Bit awkward with like 90 range melee units. Because I do kind of want it to tank, but I think it's my best option. Unless Oceanus is my best option. Don't think it's Oceanus though. The only support pieces I've got, or the support piece I've got is the pirate. So if I want him dying around, I do need more melee units. Yeah, Lumber's not really good enough for 13 either. It's not that great for 14. Steamroller. Good and bad. Bad because Steamroller's pretty good. Good because it means he probably doesn't have Butcher anymore. Oh no, maybe he does have Butcher. And he's just going Roller over Butcher. I'm not sure. He may not have Butcher anymore.
Job's done.
See, 360 something. Okay, I will afford 2 more War Chiefs. So if I'm affording 2 more War Chiefs, I won't full build here. No. I really don't think they're going to send 13 though. 13 is desperation. And if they were desperate, I think they would have gone 12. I think we're supposed to. Fairly sure we die. We're scared. That's actually no lake. Oh, okay. Sending anyway. Don't miss income. You need income. And it's not no lake? Damn. Definitely tried to hold. Wonder if they were just trying to bait us into this then. It's possible. I saw like 4 unupgraded monks on Rens there. Remember to ignite the pirate.
Job's done.
Hopefully I reach a wolf. I'm not sure that I reach a wolf. I do reach a wolf. Good. Wolf is very nice into melee units. Because the aura range isn't that huge. But it's a pretty strong aura, honestly. It's a pretty strong debuff. They skip? I imagine they just die then. I hope they just die. Don't really want to play a long game with War Chiefs and Time Stealers. Definitely not your classic mid-game units. Yeah, let's see, I guess. Depends how many lanes leak. Ideally 4. Hopefully 3 is good enough. Does kill a maiden. It's honestly a pretty solid mid by him. It is indeed -4, they're dying. So the thing his mid does is it groups everything up. Which is not necessarily such a good thing, and there is a warlock and he didn't manage to snipe it before it got a hit off, which is important. So if we're pretending it's 1 heal, they'd die anyway, but it's like relatively close with 1 heal. Maybe they don't die with 1 heal, but it's not 1 heal, as we knew. So yeah, cheers very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all of that. As always, thank you to my patrons. You guys are legends. And I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.